Guys with gyno often have elevated estrogen levels, so blocking or suppressing estrogen is something that should always be considered. Now, there are some foods that are particularly useful for suppressing estrogen synthesis. Cruciferous vegetables such as cauliflower, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, Brussels sprouts, they have high amounts of what is called glucosinolates. Now, these help to flush out excess estrogen through the liver. Also, mushrooms, red grapes, whole grains, flax seeds, and a diet including lots of fruit and vegetables, high protein foods, legumes, meats such as organs, beef and chicken, high iodine foods such as eggs, seafood, dairy and grains, also cottage cheese and yogurt, turmeric, all foods that are known to help reduce estrogen levels in men. But don't forget to moderate your intake of dairy. Too much dairy can help to increase your gyno. It's all about balance and not too little, not too much. If turmeric can either be taken in supplement form, and it's actually more effective in higher doses. If you're going to buy a turmeric supplement, look for one that contains also black pepper. Now, turmeric can also be used in powdered form. You can use some hot water, shove a load of turmeric powder. I would recommend a high quantity, and consume it as an infusion. And of course, again, add some black pepper, because black pepper enhances the effects of turmeric. Now, many guys with gyno often consider estrogen blocker supplements. These are available in many supplement stores, both online and in the high street. These can be effective and, of course, a natural alternative to the pharmaceutical medications that are often prescribed for gyno. Now, these supplements usually consist of a stack of natural herbal ingredients, and these are less likely to come with the many of the unwanted side effects that come with medical prescriptions. So these are worth considering. Now, using these supplements as a way of kick-starting the process of balancing your hormones and of reducing estrogen can be very effective. Now, a word of warning about blocking estrogen: cycle these supplements. Stop using them completely when the gyno has been significantly reduced or disappear. Don't use them continuously for a long-term period of time, because this can have a negative effect on natural hormone production. Now, blocking estrogen too much can lead to disruptions in natural hormone production. The best approach, of course, is to cycle these supplements. You could do 1 month on, followed by 1 month off, 1 week on, followed by 1 week off, for example. Now, be aware that intentionally blocking estrogen, as I've said, can also lead to disrupted hormone production. Be aware of this and exercise a bit of caution. Don't go into this too crazy. Normally, I would advise guys not to try blocking their estrogen at all. But in the case of gyno, often lowering or regulating estrogen levels is going to be helpful, particularly in the beginning, to help you kickstart your recovery. There is a supplement called DIM, or dindolymethane. These supplements are also useful for this purpose. The compound is found naturally in cruciferous vegetables. This is why, if you have gyno, any guy who wants to optimize their testosterone, in fact, I recommend consumption of cruciferous vegetables. Now, the DIM supplement works by supporting good estrogen metabolites and reducing bad estrogen metabolites. DIM has also been shown to inhibit aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen. DIM has also been shown to be effective in helping to support healthy testosterone levels. This supplement can be useful for men looking to balance out their estrogen, and should be considered if you have gyno. Now, this is pretty obvious, but another thing you should be doing is everything that you possibly can to optimize your testosterone production. things like exercise, diet, avoiding nutrient deficiencies, good sleep, etc., etc., etc. Now, in truth, there's no one magic thing that will increase your testosterone. In reality, it would take a 400 odd page book to fully explain this to you, everything that you can be doing to optimize your testosterone levels. Here's the Italian version of that book. There's a link to that book in the description below for anybody who is interested. Another thing to consider is to optimize your pituitary functioning. The hormones secreted in the pituitary, which is the luteinizing hormone and the follicle stimulating hormone, are used to make testosterone, and also human growth hormone is produced in the pituitary. Now, human growth hormone is involved in the regeneration of healthy cells and is an important factor to consider in optimizing your body for hormonal production. Paying attention to this is going to be very helpful in treating gyno, because optimized pituitary function helps to induce balanced hormone production, reducing sugar intake, preferably cutting intake of all refined sugar, taking your meals at roughly the same times each day, eating glutamin-rich foods such as eggs, intermittent fasting, L-arginine supplements, reducing body fat, improving sleep quality, even using melatonin supplements for that purpose, staying well hydrated, not only fluids but electrolytes too, high intensity exercise, effective stress management all contribute towards improved pituitary functioning. Now, while we are on the subject of supplements, another thing that you can do alongside the natural estrogen blocking supplements is to take a testosterone boosting supplement. Now, these are, again, they usually consist of herbal supplement stacks containing ingredients such as tribulus terrestris, D-aspartic acid, fenugreek, etc., etc. Now, these are commonly used by bodybuilders to help recover natural testosterone production after a steroid cycle. They could be useful as well for helping guys with gyno to kickstart the process of regaining hormonal balance. In the many studies that suggest that these supplements increase testosterone levels, please bear in mind that increases to testosterone were recorded in men with existing low testosterone. In guys with good baseline T levels, these supplements are unlikely to make any significant difference at all, something that the manufacturers and those marketing these things neglect to say. It's more accurate to call them T maintenance supplements rather than T booster supplements. I use one of these type of stacks once or twice a week for testosterone maintenance purposes. Now, as they have a track record for helping guys to restore natural testosterone levels in guys previously suffering with hormonal imbalances, they will be useful to guys with gyno. Now, again, they're best cycled. And here's a suggestion. One thing you can consider is to cycle the T-booster alongside the estrogen blocker. For example, 1 week take the estrogen blocker, then the following week cut out the estrogen blocker and take the T-booster. Do this for 4 weeks and then take a week or two off with neither before resuming the cycle again. That's just a suggestion. But this can be a good idea if you're using the estrogen blocker supplement to also combine that with a T-booster. You could also use T-booster and estrogen blocker together for 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 month on, 1 month off. It's up to you to decide for yourself how you want to approach this and find what's best for yourself. The only important rules here is not to use them permanently and not to use them continuously for long periods of time. Now, the important thing with blocking estrogen is to avoid blocking estrogen too much. This will have a negative effect. When you are seeing results, then maybe try reducing the doses of these supplements that you're taking. Your end game should be naturally optimized and balanced hormone production. Subscribe to this channel and follow this series for more.